Okay, let's have a look at a few more graphs, and I've set them up over here already. Y equals 2x plus 1, y equals minus 2x plus 1, y equals a half x plus 1, and y equals x minus 2. So again, we're focusing on this y equals mx plus c, and hopefully you can understand that all of these are going to have something in common, this plus 1, plus 1, plus 1. So I wonder what that makes the graph look like. So y equals 2x plus 1 looks like this. Y equals minus 2x plus 1. And this is y equals a half x plus 1. So I think it's fairly obvious what all of these have in common. Now this y equals x minus 2, I'm going to assume that it's going to be different. Okay, so it's quite different. There's what is the same about these three graphs? They've all got this plus 1, plus 1, plus 1, and they all cross at this point here, this plus 1. This is called the y-intercept. This crosses at minus 2 because it has a y-intercept of minus 2. And if we change this to plus 1, it goes through that same point like all the other graphs. Now, I wonder if you can predict what would happen, or what would it look like if it was y equals x minus 1? Wonder where it would cross. Would it cross up higher or would it cross down lower? Now I'm hoping that you're thinking or guessing that it's going to cross at minus 1, because that's exactly what it does. We change this to minus 1, it goes down to minus 1. We change this one to minus 1, it goes down. Now suddenly you've got these three graphs here all crossing the y-axis. That's why it's called the y-intercept at minus 1. This one cuts at plus 1, and there it is there. If we change this to plus 2, there's the y-intercept at plus 2. So this whole structure, every single straight line can be written in the form y equals something x plus something. Y equals mx plus c. The c is the y-intercept. If we change that to plus 3 instead of plus 2, there it is. It's just gone straight up to plus 2. With these things, you can always even just add in what's called a slider. So if we change this to a b, and it says add slider. So we're going to add a slider, but I don't want to go from minus 10 to 10. Let's just have it go from minus 3 so we can see it to 3. And we're going to step it at once. Okay, so there's plus 2, plus 1, 0, minus 1, minus 2. We can change it. So there's at minus 1, minus 2, minus 3. And it's going back up. It's going back and forth. That's just a nice little slider. Okay. If we don't have a slider in and we want to have it cross here, we're going to put in minus 2 straight away. And there it is. Y equals 2x minus 2. If we wanted the same graph up here instead, we change that minus to a plus. That's why we call it the y-intercept. Remember, this is the x-axis here. This is the y-axis. So hopefully that's given you one understanding of one of those variables, the m and the c. We were talking about the c. In the next video, we'll talk about the m.